Hey pretty, what's up? You're welcome back again to my channel. My name is Sharon. Thanks for stopping by to check out today's video. If you're new to my channel, you are welcome, and to those of you recently subscribed to my channel, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much, guys. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how I made this beautiful ponytail beautiful wig cap, guys. Yeah, so to do this, I'll be needing an adjustable wig neck just like this, and then place it on my mannequin. Okay, so after laying it on the mannequin, I'll also be laying the Swiss lace material over it just like so. Okay, so I'm using the brown Swiss lace material, and then go ahead and secure it with a T-pin. Okay, so this is how I prepare the wig cap or the Swiss lace I use in making my wig. Yes, so this is a requested video, as most of you want to see how I prepare the base, which is the basement of the wig cap, before sewing in the hair into the cap. Okay, so if you cannot do this, you can also go ahead and buy the already made ones from Amazon and online store. Okay, that is for those of you who don't have time to prepare the base like this. Okay, so after pinning and everything, and the cutting and the slicing, this is how it's going to be looking. Yes, so right now I'll be sewing it together using a needle and a thread. So I'm using the brown thread to do this, which is perfect for the same color of the Swiss lace material. So when you're sewing, you have to be careful. Make sure you don't sew in the lace on the net, which is the black net. Okay, only sew the Swiss lace alone. Okay, so this is how it's going to be looking after sewing everything. So I also went ahead to sew the surrounding, sewing both the elastic band and the Swiss lace material together. So I'll be sewing this all through until I get to the end of it. Okay, so after sewing it all, I'll be tying it at the end of it, and then separate the thread into two, just tie it twice just to secure it properly at that point, and then cut it off. Okay, which is the excess thread. So now it's time for me to take off the cap from the mannequin and then separate both nets. Okay, so I'll be trimming off the black cap under the Swiss lace material. So to do this, I'll be using my scissors to just cut a little bit hole right there, and then just place the scissors inside and gently trim off the black cap. So make sure to leave the elastic band on the cap. Okay, and also I trimmed the excess Swiss lace out from the cap as well. Okay, so after doing that, I'll be placing the cap back to the mannequin head, and then go ahead and use my eye pencil to draw a big circle on the crown area just like this. Okay, make sure it's not too high. Okay, and again, I'll be using the same eye pencil to draw a straight line where I have the rounded circle to the front. Yes, so this will just serve as a guide when I'm crocheting the hair to the wig cap, guys. Okay, so when you want to crochet the hair, make sure the hair strand you're taking is not too big. Okay, make sure it's just small, and also 1 centimeter apart when you're doing the crocheting method. And again, make sure the braids you're going to be braiding, that is the cornrow, they are going to be really close, just to cover up those, you know, that fake cap that you're wearing, a fake cap. Okay, you don't want them to start seeing this cap area. So to do the cornrow, this is how I do it. I just grab one of the hair and separate it into 3, then braid it into like 2 times. Okay, so after braiding it twice, I will then use my extension, then cross the extension on the tiny braid. Okay, so and then braid it twice again while picking the crochet hair under my hand, okay, or my fingers. Okay, so I'll be doing this until I get to the end. So when I'm crossing the hair, I'm usually leaving one end of the extension aside, and then cornrow the hair, and then again grab the hair I left behind into the line, and then start to cornrow the hair until I'm done. Okay, so this is very easy. So before you get to the end of the video, you will see how I did it very well in a detail, well, for you to like follow up. Okay, that is for those of you who, if you cannot understand the way I'm doing it right now because of the angle of the camera. Okay, so yeah, this is how it is done, guys. This is very simple. This is so cute. So after making this wig cap, I was like, wow, this is so beautiful. I said to myself, this is really beautiful. Okay, so yes, guys, that is for that. I'll just continue braiding everything until I get to the end. Yes, so this is like amazing. Yes, I showed it to my sister, and instantly she wanted to have it. And I said, no, this is not going to be yours. This is going to be my offer. Say, guys, so this is my wig cap. The first session is completed, guys. So you can see the cycle I drew earlier on, how it makes the wig to be really like everything was really round and perfect, guys. So right now I'll be creating a little cycle out the crown of the hair as well. Okay, so that point is where the ponytail is going to meet. Okay, make sure the cycle is not too big, just something like this is perfect. Okay, so after doing this, I'll then go ahead and then start to crochet the hair into the net as well. Okay, yeah. So also go ahead and use the straight line method like I showed you guys before. And again, this is another method of crocheting the hair into the wig net. That is if you don't want to use the first one I showed you before. Like, this is more easier for a beginner and the other first method was for professional, guys. Yeah, but nevertheless, both methods are very good. So this is the detail where I was talking about. Just watch the following step how I'm doing it, guys, and you will get it right. Okay, yes, lest I forget, I cut my braid into 4. Okay, that is if you want to know the length I use for this wig cap. Okay, I cut it into 4. So if you want your wig cap to be really long, you can go ahead and cut it into 3. Okay, so to be on the safe side, I cut my into 4, and I used 2 pack of hair to make this particular wig. Yes, and if you can see, I'm using 2 color. I use the black color to crochet the hair, and I'm using a wine color to do the braiding or the corn rolling. Okay, so this is just going to just look like the black hair is going to be like from my own hair, while the colored hair is going to be like from the extension. Okay, so you can also go ahead and use just one particular color if you don't want to use a mixed color like this, but I found this really beautiful. Yeah. So what do you think, using both color or just one color? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, yes, so this is how it's going to be. So I'll continue braiding until I get to the end. So before getting to the end, you can see what I did right here. I just used my T-pin to just hold it right there because I don't want the hair to pull up. Okay, yeah, like the crochet hair under is going to rise, it's going to move up, so the pin will just hold it down. Okay, yeah, so it's time for me to go ahead and then extend the length of the hair to my desired length. So if you want your length to be short, you can make it short as well. So I wanted mine to be like something around 18 inches to 20 inches length. So that is what I'm trying to achieve right here, guys. So I'll continue doing this until I get to the end of it all and make sure everything is nice and smooth. So right now it's time for me to go ahead and apply the beads on the hair extension. Okay, so I bought my bead from Amazon and it came with an applicator, guys. So this is let me say, this is beads for kids. Okay, so adults can also use it, guys. So this is cheap as well. So I just place the beads on the applicator, and then I'll be placing the braid inside the hole of the applicator and gently and carefully push out the beads into the hair. Okay, so you have to take note, when your braids are really big, the beads are not going to pass through the braids. Okay, so make sure the beads you're using depends on the braid size you want. If you're using a big braid size, your bead should be big. Okay, so after doing this, right now it's time for me to go ahead and trim off the excess braid out from the bead, and make sure you're cutting really close to the bead. So after doing this, next is to go ahead and then start to met the end of the braid. Okay, so make sure when you want to burn it, you're not placing it directly to the light because it's going to burn the beads. Okay, just place it just like this to one side, and after burning it, then use your finger to just tap it a little bit just to see the edges or the ends of the braid, guys. Okay, this is very easy. So after burning the hair, I will be trimming off those little hair that normally comes up from the braid after braiding. This will just make everything look nice and smooth. Okay, so after doing this, I'll then move to the next, which is to put the hair or the wig in a hot water. And to do this, I'll be placing the length at the back first into the plastic bowl before the ponytail length. Okay, so I won't be putting the wig cap into the hot water because I don't want everything inside the hot water. I just wanted the length of the hair alone in the hot water. So there is no reason for you to keep the hair inside of the water for too long. Just 2 minutes is enough to to do this. Okay, so also make sure the hair are really straight, like it's not tangled and it's not coily at the end. Okay, make sure everything is nice and straight, just like this, guys. And if it's not straight, just go ahead again and put it inside the water and make sure it is really straight. And when you're done, and then go ahead and use my towel to just dry excess water out from the braid. And then I'll be doing the same thing with the ponytail, guys. Okay, so right now I'm done with the deep hot water method. It's time for me to go ahead and use my hair braid to just wrap the ponytail around, just to make sure everything is nice and looking so pretty, guys. Okay, yeah. So when doing this, I don't have anyone around to hold the hair for me, so I just place the hair on my shoulder just like so, and then start to wrap the hair around it just like this. Okay, make sure to take your time. This is very simple. So you also need the glue, like if you want to use a glue like got2b glue to just spray just to hold it firmly, you can also do that, but never mind, you can also wrap it just like this without a glue. Okay, so when I get to the end, I'll just like put everything, like place it really well inside of it at the bottom part, so everything is nice and tight. Okay, this is how it is after rolling everything over. It's time for me to just apply a little or hair accessories to the hair. So I got my golden string from my hair bundle. Whenever I buy hair bundle, I just keep the golden elastic string somewhere in the house, so whenever I want to use it for purpose like this, so I have something to just to fit into my decoration, guys. So I'll be tying it around just like this. Make sure it's not too tight, okay, because you don't want to tamper with that nice wrap you just did there. So I'll be using my bobby pin, which is with pearls, to just hold the elastic string just like this. Okay, you can also use the bobby pin if you have that. And now I'll be trimming off the excess string out from the cap, guys. Alright, pretty, so here is my beautiful ponytail braided wig cap. It is finally ready. You can see the length of the hair is not too long, it's just perfect the way I want it to be. And my bobby pin pairs right there is just so lovely, guys. So you can see the hair braid as well. Everything is looking so nice and perfect and straight without a tangle or coils. Okay, so right now I'll be wearing this, guys, to just show you all how it's going to fit into my hair. So the inside of the hair, you can see the elastic band from the black wig cap is just going to help secure this wig cap to my own hair. So I use the big L, which is the large size of the adjustable wig cap for this particular wig. Then that is going to fit properly to any head. Okay, so if you're using a medium size, it's going to be too small by the time you make the wig, because it's just going to shrink a little bit. Okay, and it's not going to fit really well. So using the large one is also good when you have a lot of natural hair like my hair type under the wig cap, which is going to just push the wig a little bit upward. Okay, so guys, after wearing the hair, I'll be styling it to my desired length, guys. So you can see how beautiful it is looking. I am rocking it already. I'm looking like a goddess, guys. So what do you think? Let me know in the comment section. This girl is so cute with this nice and beautiful wig on my hair, guys. So what do you think? Take a look at my wig. You can also rock this as a bun. Like if you don't want to have it long like this, you can sometimes just round it into a bun shape and then style your hair the way you want it to be, guys. This is so beautiful. This is like I made this from my own hair. So this is all for the video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and don't forget to give me a like button if you like this video, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that. Okay, turn on the bell for you to get my next new notification. Thank you once again, and I will see you again. Bye, guys.